Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite show on the internet, Raw Law Unfiltered, with your favorite host, the DUI Guy Plus. Holy mother of God, folks, this is one I did not see coming. Get it? I did not see this coming. Oh my God, I swear to God, I need to lay off the puns. I took a nap, and now I feel like I'm all punny and shit. Like, this is not even humor, this is ridiculous. But seriously, what the hell? The judge issued her order just as promised, and she split the baby. She split the baby. The judge has literally, it was like, 500 feet unconstitutional, 200 feet, constitutional. She did exactly, you know what? I underestimated the defense. I really when they came out and they said, "Your Honor, we hold no position." The minute those words came out of her mouth, I immediately understood they want her to screw things up. They want her to issue the wrong ruling. They want her to make a bad decision. They want her to take away the First Amendment rights. Why? Because it benefits Karen Reed. How? Because it creates appealable issues. What does that mean? That means that if they end up losing at trial, they can file for an appeal and they can use one of these aspects as teeth against the case and for their appeal. And this is going to raise the ire of the public and the media. This is exactly what they wanted, and now they're getting it. So let's go over the motion, okay? Let's go over it. Excuse me, the order. This is not a motion anymore. This is an order by Judge. Sorry, I forgot her name. She's not a name that I'm gonna remember for a very long time, but the people will. Bev Canoni. Is that like cannoli? No, okay, that's just mean. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna be that guy. I promise. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Say 3 Hail Marys and an order of fries, and you're good to go. Okay. Now, Commonwealth versus Karen Reed. Memorandum of decision and order on Commonwealth's motion for buffer zones surrounding Norfolk Superior Court and request for order prohibiting signs or clothing in favor of either party or law enforcement. The Commonwealth seeks an order from this court establishing a buffer zone around the Norfolk Superior Courthouse in Dedham during the trial of the defendant, which starts in a week and a half, 10 days from now, 12 days from now, in which demonstrations related to the case would be prohibited, and to prohibiting any individual from wearing any clothing or insignia related to the case in the courthouse during trial. While the court recognizes and appreciates the constitutional right of the people to peacefully protest under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution, the defendant has the right to a fair trial by an impartial jury under the Sixth Amendment. Are you fucking kidding me? You wrote that? No wonder you guys call her Auntie Bev. Does she know what she's writing? Does she understand the words that she's putting on paper? The court acknowledges the helpful amicus curiae memorandum submitted by the ACLU of Massachusetts. No mention of Randazza, by the way. Randazza is going completely unnoticed. While the court recognizes and appreciates the constitutional right of the people to peacefully protest under the First Amendment to the United States Constitution, which I'm about to gut with my next statements, by the way, the defendant has the right to a fair trial by an impartial jury under the Sixth Amendment of the United States Constitution. The motion is made by the government, you monkey. How stupid are you? The defense is not making this motion. The government doesn't care about a fair trial. They want to win. Wow. Wow. This is unbelievable. See United States Constitution, Amendment, Sixth Amendment. The accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury. Right. This right, ensuring the defendant a fair trial, has also been characterized a basic requirement of due process. It starts out good, but we know where it's going to end. To ensure the defendant's right to a fair trial, the court may restrict protected speech so long as the restrictions do not burden substantially more speech than is necessary to further the government's legitimate interests. That's Ward. That's one of the cases that was cited in the ACLU. Amicus curiae. In this case, it is well documented, okay, that protesters have shouted at witnesses and confronted family members of the victims. Okay, so make that verboten. I did not see this coming. Individuals have also taken to displaying materials which may or may not be introduced into evidence during trial and airing their opinions. Wait. Oh, okay. I thought she was about to attack YouTube. Individuals have also taken to displaying materials which may or may not be introduced into evidence during trial and airing their opinions. When I saw airing, I guess like I thought on the air, airing their opinions as to guilt or innocence of the defendant on their clothing or on signage. Witness intimidation has also been a prevalent issue in this case. So narrowly tailor it, judge. Simply say anybody found, confronting witnesses will be put in jail or whatever. That's legitimate. I would get behind that. You cannot, as a peaceful protester, come up to jurors and be like, "Hey, do the right thing, buddy." I would put shackles on you. That's not fucking cool. You are now intimidating a juror in a courtroom proceeding. I would personally put shackles on you, and you will deserve it because you're not supposed to do that. But simply holding up a sign and like standing there peacefully. So she's like, okay, so she's admitting that there has been a rampant activity with respect to intimidation of witnesses. So she's like, okay, so everybody butt off. And she's about to say 200 feet, by the way. She took no time to think this through, Lexela. I'm with you. By the way, don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell if you haven't already, and join on as a member if you're so inclined. And I'll be answering questions at the end of this live stream if you want a super chat. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's done it. She has undone the First Amendment in this case. And I got a text from Paul, one of the four people named in the Rondaza uh sorry, my brain is just like exploding right now. He said that Randaza may be working on something else. Um, to help move this thing along. Wow. Just I have no words. I legitimately have no words. How can you take the First Amendment so liberally? He wrote, "Okay, we are battling on next steps, and this is getting costly." He texted me. Um, God. All right, Larry, breathe, breathe. Individuals have also taken on displaying materials which may or may not be introduced. Okay, I read this part. Given these past actions, here we go. The court concludes there is a substantial risk that the defendant's right to a fair trial will be jeopardized when the defense took no position. Are you kidding? Like, oh my God. The defense took no position on this. The defense was literally like, we don't care. Do what you want, judge. Fuck it up, please. Oh, there's a substantial risk that the defendant's right to the only people protesting are in favor of Karen Reed for the most part, from what I've noticed. So she's basically saying people saying free Karen Reed is going to deprive her of a fair trial. Let me say that again. Auntie Bev, I'm sorry, Judge Cannoli, I'm sorry, Judge Beverly Cannoni has literally just said the people who are peacefully protesting outside saying things like free Karen Reed, we have an unjust system, she's not getting a fair shake, she's being framed, she's being attacked. Those people are prohibiting and inhibiting Karen Reed from having a fair trial. The people who were cheering her as she was walking outside the courtroom, the courthouse this morning. I want to show you guys something. In case you missed it. Oh, not this one. Oops. Wait, where is it? Did he take it down? Oh no. It's not on here. Oh shoot, it's not on here. Okay. Crap. I didn't prepare to make any audio, so this is going to be messy, so please forgive me in advance. Um Normally I have these behind me, not in front of me, but we're just going to do this. We're going to be ghetto. This is going to be ghetto because I didn't prepare this in advance. So my apologies because I was not expecting to play audio. But this is very important. This is what Auntie Bev is saying. Okay, I can't. I've lost all respect for her. I'm sorry. I've lost complete respect. Um, this is unbelievable. This is completely unbelievable. We'll come back to the motion. I promise. I just want to show you guys this because this was earlier today. Um, we played Tom's CPU's video, and I don't have. He took it down, I guess. So I have to play my own video. There we go. There it is. There it is.
It might be.
Why not? Look. So you see, they're holding up signs: "Free Turtle Boy," "Free Karen Reed." This is you guys. This is literally I'm the people in my audience right now. This is you guys standing there. Um, you see, they know. There's Aiden, by the way. This is from this morning. You all are noticing that Karen Reed is walking out of the building. This is what she's saying. She literally just said there's a substantial risk the defendant's right to a fair trial will be jeopardized if prospective jurors are exposed to the protests and messages displayed on signs or otherwise. Watch this. Let's see what she does. People are cheering. You all are cheering. This is what she's saying. This right here is impeding her right to a trial.
Good to see you.
The people supporting her is going to impede her. No, that's incorrect. What she's really saying is that the Commonwealth is going to be deprived of a fair trial. That's what she's fucking saying. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. I'm about to have a stroke. How is this real? How is this real? How can you issue an order that is so ignorant, that is so out of touch with reality, that is so off the point, away from existence, away from the real world? Let me read this in the way that it should be read, okay? Given these past actions, I, Judge Canoni, conclude that there is a substantial risk that the Commonwealth's right to prosecute the defendant and win will be jeopardized if prospective jurors are exposed to the positive messages supporting Karen Reed outside my courthouse. There, I fixed it for you. Wow. And she's disguising it under the fact that she's protecting the defendant's right to a fair trial. I'm not frozen. The video is not frozen. I am frozen in time because I just can't believe what I just read. Well, I mean, look, there is a silver lining to all of this. Um, she just green lit this case to go national. She just made herself famous. Is this judge from the same school as Judge De Thomas is? Did you hear that, babe? She says that's good. Oh my goodness. Wow. And by the way, for the record, I love that some people on Twitter were like, "Oh, Larry has joined the cult." If being a fan of the First Amendment and wanting to protect the Constitution a cult, where do I sign up? Do you guys have official memorabilia? Do you have insignia? Are you going to come to my door and say, "Do you have 5 minutes to talk about the First Amendment?" I'll be like, "Yes, please come in. Would you like some tea?" Our Lord and Savior, George Washington and John Adams. I will gladly talk to you for more than 5 minutes. I'll keep you there. Be like, listen, Larry, we gotta go. Be like, no, 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 don't go yet. I still have things to tell you. Oh my god. Oh, this is too funny. I'm sorry. Given these past actions, the court concludes there is a substantial risk that the defendant's right to a fair trial will be jeopardized if prospective jurors are exposed to the protests and messages displayed on signs or otherwise. She just made history. She just made herself famous. Congratulations, Judge Bev. You made yourself famous. Particularly before this court has had an opportunity to instruct the jurors about their obligations with regard to remaining fair and unbiased. The risk extends during trial where jurors and witnesses would have no choice but to be exposed daily to the messages and viewpoints of the protesters when entering and leaving the courthouse or sitting in the courtroom. The defendant here is entitled to a fair trial with an impartial jury, free from outside influence, focused solely on the evidence presented in the courtroom during trial and the applicable law. To protect this right, the court must reduce the risk of exposing witnesses or jurors, in this case, to such outside influences. So she's protecting the government. She's protecting the state. She's protecting the prosecution's right to have a trial uninhibited by peaceful protests. This is insanity. This is absolute insanity. It is hereby ordered that no individual may demonstrate in any manner, including carrying signs or placards, within 200 feet of the courthouse complex during trial of this case, unless otherwise ordered by this court. This complex includes Norfolk Superior Courthouse building and the parking area behind the County Registry of Deeds building. So she granted individuals are also prohibited from using audio enhancing devices while protesting. So she granted the motion. She granted the motion. She split the baby. She said, I'm granting it, but not for 500 feet, for 200 feet. So I'm granting 40% of your motion. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is absolute madness. Our Constitution is being taken away, eroded, taken away from us, literally at every step of the way. And we're just sitting here like we're sitting ducks. We're sitting frickin' ducks. And there's nothing we can do. Well, there is. It's just not at this very moment. We have to suffer in the moment. And wow. Signed, Beverly. Is it pronounced Canoni? I mean, honestly, is it Canone? Canoni? Judge Beverly. I can't call her judge. She lost all my respect. She lost all my respect effective immediately. I know she doesn't care. I'm just a YouTuber, right? What does she care? Spell it out, M. Grimm. Spell it out. Gramane, excuse me. Thank you for joining on as a member. And Scott McGinnis says the corrupt DA Morrissey has declared war on we the people, and his top general, Judge Canoni, has lobbed the first salvo upon our front lines of the KFR movement of the Constitution. Canone. Okay. All right. I'm about to go live again, so I'm going to push you guys into that chat. I'll see you guys in a minute. We're going to talk about John and Lynette with What the Hales. That's another doozy. That's another fun one. So y'all enjoy. I will see you in about 35 seconds. Bye, everybody.